What is going on, Swag Money Nation? I'm your host, Swag Money Master here, and today we have another cart review. Today we're reviewing a cart that I've been wanting to review for a minute. This has been on my radar generally since, I want to say 2 years ago. It's generally just been the packaging that's always like jumped out at me, and I always thought they looked professional. And that brand today is Canna River. Today we're trying the HHC Canna River Pineapple Express 1G screw on we have right now. I gotta say, this wax is fucking beautiful. Just fucking beautiful. This shit looks crystal fucking clear. There's a little bit of a tint to it, and generally when something's like this, I just like to look it up because just to see what the fuck's in it. Also on the box, there's nothing saying like in it. It's not saying like THCP mixed in with D9, which there is a reason. There says only HHC on here because, honest to God, that's all that's fucking in here. Like, I had the lab results up here, and it's 83% HHC, and there's like genuinely like not even like 1% of Delta 9 or Delta 8. There are still both in there because you're only allowed to have less than 0.3% of Delta 9 in here, and I'm assuming because most lab results, you can't tell the difference between Delta 9 and Delta 8, that Delta 8 and Delta 9 that are two separate things are really just one big old Delta 9 product, because this thing is really clear. It just looks very fucking clear, and I'm really impressed. It smells like Pineapple Express. It doesn't smell terpene at all. Like, normally when you come to these carts, I always bring up muhas and shit like that, but you know, I'll go out and branch out a little bit when you got these cakes, these frieds, anything like that. Fuck it, I'll even put in jeeters. Like, you can taste that they're very terpene, and they taste good, but why do they taste that good? Like, they're putting something in them. The wax looks amazing. These shits smell amazing. And it generally smells like weed. Doesn't smell like just terpene heaven, which is like what I like to call these fucking hot carts. It is almost similar to how a hill smells, like when you first open it. These are still distillant carts. I'm gonna put that out there. Still distillant. But from what I saw 2 days ago with one of my friends having a big sheaf where it was literally moving, like literally liquid moving. This looks fucking amazing. Canna River, like I said, has been a brand I've been wanting to try ever since I started trying HHC. This has been on my radar because they had a whole HHC cart. The only HHC cart I tried before this are the Hidden Hills HHC, and then if I want to remember correctly, there was another brand, but I don't remember the name. So this is my third cart of the HHC, and I think I've been yapping long enough, so let's just get started. Oh, the bat's not on. Whoopsie doopsie. Wow, this shit is strong. So, first things first, I gotta say, I would definitely hit this at a lower setting. I was at a mid setting right there, which was 2.8 volts. I think even that was too much, especially if you're gonna be doing a long hit, because I guess like the main problem with these carts is that after I guess like 4 seconds or so, it kind of like turns into I want to say burnt, like the flavor starts to lose and gets like really warm in your mouth. It's not burnt, but it's almost like it's the burning. I know a lot of people like to take big rips. I don't think this is really the cart to take big rips. I think this is like really the chief. I think this is more of a chiefing cart, and the flavor is really present there. Like, I'm gonna take a 2-second hit, and it's not gonna hurt that much. Also, I want to say that while I was coughing, it wasn't a pain like the OG headbang. This was more of a it's in my lungs, and there's a lot in my lung, and I can't handle it. In these small increment of hits, you can really taste the Pineapple Express flavor. It's not as harsh. It's way smoother. Really, really good. I gotta say, I'm honestly really fucking shocked. Especially for the price point that they are. I got this one for, I want to say $14, if not 12, around that range. And really, when you start getting into the cheaper parts of like carts, they start getting really bad. But I guess $12 is a really dangerous area for disposables, I would say. But when it comes to scrons, you might be able to find some sleepers. You might be able to find some. I gotta say, this is fucking beautiful. I have no complaints. Actually, I do have one complaint. The fact that it is a 1G. I'm going to run through this in probably 3 days, which is sad. I really like this car. It's just 1G is not enough. And they also don't have a 2G option, which is really upsetting. They do have disposables that look really good, but I'm not buying a fucking disposable. I'm not buying one of them joints. The taste is amazing. The wax is generally really fucking good. But I don't know if this is quite better than the Hidden Hills HHC card. I think they're definitely similar. I think this is like one step behind it. The Hidden Hills HHC card is probably my favorite strand or type of weed ever. Honestly, I low-key like that better than smoking just normal bud. I feel like I just hit the fuck out of my microphone. I like smoking that more than I like smoking bud. I think it tastes great. I'm never congested. It feels amazing. I feel like HHC is my favorite way of smoking. I definitely want to look into seeing if there's HHC wax that I could like actually dab and other stuff like that, if that's even fucking possible. Like, what else is there to do with HHC? Because it's generally a cannabinoid. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's generally one that I'm very interested in, and I think is very great, and I feel like more people should smoke HHC, especially if you're starting off. You see, HHC is legal, so you can ship it from state to state. It is allowed federally in America because it's not weed, it's HHC, which still grows on the cannabis plant. It's more of like a liquid that excretes from the cannabis plant, but it does get you fried. To me, I think it's very new to my system, which is why, I mean, I shouldn't say new, but like, I don't smoke it as much as I smoke other things. So, and also I started smoking this a lot more recently compared to like THC, so it hits my body a lot harder. I feel like if a lot of people, especially like these diehard smokers, I don't know if you should try this specific HHC, but I really do urge everyone to try HHC. It's beautiful, it's a great high, and to me, it's a very productive high. I don't ever feel lazy when I'm on HHC. I can't always say that for like THCA or even like some other products. This is a hybrid, by the way. It's not a sativa or an indica. It's a fucking hybrid. And I gotta say, I'm feeling fucking amazing. That was my first rip of the day. I'm fried, but I feel productive. I feel like I can do more. I'm gonna be taking another hit because I love how this feels. It's fucking big. It's fucking big. Wow. I really like this card. And I think I've yapped enough. I think I've smoked enough. No, I did not smoke enough, actually. I think I've yapped enough. I think I've smoked enough. I think I've talked enough. I think it's time for the review. Well, not review. The rating. Honest to God, this is a really good product. I feel like it's not perfect to me because it is a 1G. But for all my 1G users out there, this might be the closest thing you can get to perfection if it's not medical grade. This is probably the greatest 1G distillate cart that I have. And I'm excluding the Hidden Hills 1Gs. I mean the HHC from Hidden Hills because they don't have 1Gs. They don't even have disposable 1Gs. So this is still winning probably the best HHC. I haven't tried the disposables, so the disposables hardware might be shit. Where this hardware is nice, it's clean, it'll probably fit with every single bat, even like the little flip-up ones, which to most people that is good. This will work with all bats. I'm always in a problem because I like 2Gs and those never fit in like those flip bats or like the really expensive ones that I always see, which I do want, but something like this will. This is also really good for somebody that doesn't smoke that much because it's potent, it's strong as shit, and you're not gonna feel lazy. And with all of this combined, I think I feel the most comfortable with giving the HHC Canna River a 9 out of 10. A solid 9. I just think like distillant carts other than the HHC Hidden Hills one just can't get to perfection. But this is still an amazing cart and I'm genuinely so fucking satisfied. But I've been SWAGMONEYMASTER, I've been your host, and I'm signing out. Peace, y'all.